I was thinking the other day, you guys are 2 plays away from being 5-0. You're in first place the way it is. Can you imagine how much of a change there's been just in the way the city is looking at the Giants? When you were 0-2, everybody was doom and gloom. Now you're in first place.
It's just kind of one of those things, we keep going. Of course, you wish you were 5-0, but it's not the case, and you do have to deal with your record being what it is. But it's kind of the mentality that we have over there. It's just so what, now what, and you just keep moving forward.
Why so emotional after that win, Odell?
A lot of personal stuff that just went on, and it was just a long day. And just, what better way to end it than a win? It's just there's no feeling like winning. And when you leave it all out there on the field and you get the results, even though, in history we haven't been able to, finish that type of game and come away with those wins. I think it was just it was a great win for this organization.
Now, some of the personal stuff, and from stuff I've read, Odell, was that there's so much of your team's heart was with Daniel Fells, who's going through an unbelievably serious situation with the MRSA infection. There was some concern about maybe having the foot amputated. Was that some of the stuff that contributed to the whole team being so emotional?
I definitely have to say so. Just having a guy like that and just something that's so unfortunate and really not too controllable to an extent, and just things started to take a downward spiral for him, and it's just good news to hear that, he's doing much better and things are going well. And even though he's been through, a couple of procedures or whatnot, he's doing a lot better, and he's in much better shape. So my prayers go out to him and his family.
Now, we know what happened the first 2 weeks of the season, but now you've won 3 in a row. How much better do you feel about this team overall now than you did after week 2?
I kind of felt the same way I did now from the beginning of the season until now. Going 0-2 and just the losses that we had, it was unfortunate. It was both bad ways to lose on our part, but by no means were we tanking it or thinking that we're 0-2 and this one's all said and done. So, like I said, we kind of come in there with the day-to-day mentality of let's get better, let's work, and let's win games. And it feels great to get a couple wins under our belt and some big games coming up that, you definitely would like to win. So just hoping that we keep it going.
Take me inside the huddle, Odell, because, Eli Manning seems to have something in his DNA that he knows how to drive teams in the fourth quarter. He's done it in the Super Bowl. He did it last week against the 49ers. What kind of emotion does he put forth in that huddle? What kind of confidence does he give out in that huddle?
He's kind of the same always. Anytime you talk to him, he's the same person every single time. But just knowing his resume and what he's capable of doing and what he's done, there's no way for you not to trust it. It's just kind of one of those things where you he's gonna come through. So I think he did a phenomenal job at making the adjustments towards the end of the game, and him and Larry connecting on the money ball. Perfect throw, perfect catch type situation. It was just great to, be able to walk off that field victorious.
Now, can you take that momentum into Philadelphia on Monday, or different week, different team, you just hit the reset button?
That's always the goal. You won last week, you want to win again. Once you get the taste of blood, you always search for it. So, I think we want to win. We want to win every single game. Who doesn't want to step on the field and win? Who wants to step off the field losing? So the point of emphasis is on execution and winning games.
I need a way to convince people to do things, Odell, so I need you to help. You had a slight hamstring tweak, and you politicked the people on the Giants sideline to get into that drive. What'd you say? How'd you do it? How did they give in?
I wanted to be out there, and I felt like it was in my hands, and just knowing your body. It comes to trusting and knowing your body and knowing what you can and can't do. So I was just happy to be able to get back on the field, and the crowd really got me into the game, and my adrenaline got pumping, and I kind of really didn't feel much. So I wanted to play. I wanted to be in there, win, lose, or draw. and it was great to be on the field and be able to come off with a win.
Is the hammy going to be an issue at all on Monday?
I guess we will have to wait and see.
Oh, make the Eagles guess, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you guys which of the three teams in the East do you guys consider the biggest threat to you?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Which of the three teams in the East do you guys consider the biggest threat to you?
Right now we're really looking towards the Philadelphia Eagles. And like I said, we kind of do that as a day-to-day thing, a week-to-week thing, and we focus on, one opponent. And then once you're past an opponent, then you look to the next one. So right now the focus really is on Philly. And, it's the big game Monday night. Last time we were down there, the results didn't end so well. So, hopefully we can change that.
All right, before we let you go, one of our guys just told me that you talk to Shaquille O'Neal a lot. I'm just curious, where'd that relationship start, and what do you guys talk about?
It started when I was young, him being around my dad, and it kind of was like my godfather, my uncle. He'd take me into the gym, hold me up, let me shoot. He'd hold me up in one hand, really, because but he would let me shoot, do whatever, and it's just kind of been one of those relationships that lasted until today. And I can call him now and just talk about life and just things in general. He's been through his career, and I think he handled himself pretty well. So just learning tips and all the tricks of the trade to get to where he's at.
Sounds good. Good luck on Monday, Odell. We appreciate you coming on.
All right, thanks,
man.